Notes for day 1, ratios and proportions with similar figures. The ratio of x to y is the answer. The fraction, the quotient, obtained by dividing x by y. A ratio can be represented 3 ways. X is to y, x is to y, x is to y. So, for example, if x equals 2 and y equals 3, then the ratio of x to y would be 2 over 3, or 2 is to 3, or 2 is to 3. To simplify a fraction in the calculator, you type in the fraction, then press Math, Enter, Enter. Let me show you what I mean by that. If, for example, you choose to reduce the fraction 24 over 48, let's see if I can fix this so you can at least see it. 24 over 48. Then you would hit Math, the Math key, and enter again, so that your result would be 1/2. I will try and show you that better soon. So for examples, give each ratio in simplest form. 8 is to 2, as 4 is to 1. 24 is to 36, as 3 is to 4. Do it with a calculator, if you please. Let's see. This is a better calculator. 24 over 36. We want to change that to simplest terms. Math, enter, enter. 2 is to 3. So that's how it's done. $13xy is to 39x. $13 over 39 will simplify to 1/3. X divided by x is simply 1. So we have 13xy over 39x as y is to 3. Or 1y is to 3. Okay, moving on. A proportion is an equation saying that two ratios are equal. For example, 1 is to 2 as 3 is to 6. Could also be written 1 to 2, 3 to 6. To solve for an unknown in a proportion, one way to do that is to cross multiply. So here, for example, A is to B as C is to D. A over B is the same as C is to D. So we multiply A times D, and we set that equal to B times C. In the United States, we see this in 6th grade, sometimes earlier. You may not have seen it at all. You may have seen it earlier. I can spend some time proving why it's true, but very few students really care why it works. Here, if we solve for x, 3 is to 4 as 6 is to x. Well, 3 times what number is 6? 3 times 2 is 6. So 4 times 2 is 8. Another way to do this would be to multiply 3 times x and set that equal to 4 times 6. 3x divided by 3 is 24 divided by 3. X is equal to 8. Either way. In example B, 3 is to 5 as 6 is to x. 3 is to 5 as 6 is to x. Again, what number do I multiply times 3 to get 6? Oh, that would be 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 5 times 2 would be 10. So that would give us x equals 10. Perhaps we like cross multiplication. That would give us 3 times x is 3x. 5 times 6 would be 30. Divide both sides of the equation by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. X equals 10. And that's what we got here. Finally, we have 2 is to x minus 3 as 6 is to x plus 5. Two is to x minus 3 as 6 is to x plus 5. Here is the situation where cross multiplication makes a great deal of sense. 2 times the quantity x plus 5 is equal to 6 times the quantity x minus 3. Now we distribute the 2. 2x plus 10 is equal to 6x minus 18. We subtract 2x from each side. That gives us 10 equal to 4x minus 18. We add 18 to each side. 28 equals 4x, and x is equal to 7. Let's check to see whether we're right. 2 is to 7 minus 3. 7 minus 3 is 4. 2 is to 4. As 6 is to 7 plus 5 is 12. 2 is to 4 as 6 is to 12. Is that true? 2 is to 4 as 6 is to 12. That is absolutely true, so we know we're correct.